Okay, so let's start by walking around a little bit just to settle. So in this video now, I want to look again at connecting the feet to the hands. So continuing with what we looked at in the last session. So lower your weight on the right foot, open. So there's still a slight sense of sitting on a high bar stool, but not making your legs tired. So for this first practice, bend forward. So I call this golf training, playing golf. So bring your palms together, lean forward slightly, and just turn towards the right. Actually, let's come up. So if you place your hands on your hips, maybe first we need to feel how the hips move. So let's shift to the right. So you feel, okay, my hips are on the right side, and now shift towards the left. So feel how that is. We'll go back to the right. And then the left. So what we're doing here is moving the hips together. So both hips to the right, both hips to the left. And let's come back to the center. So I don't want to do this. So this is not what I want. So instead, focus on the right foot and turn towards the right. And now focus on the left foot and turn towards the left. So with your hands on your hips, you can feel what's happening. We're doing something very different. We're letting one hip lead and the other follow. So there's a rotation of the hips. So this is very different to this side to side. Let's do it again. So the two hips together, feeling. Okay, so this is one kind of movement you can do, but we're not doing this. So let's come back. So rotating the hips to the right. So the right hip's leading, and then back to the left. Yeah, so it's creating this kind of circular rotation. Right and left. Okay, so let's go back down to the golf training. So your palms together. Turning the hips towards the right a little bit. And then back towards the left. So perhaps now we can add some imagination. So imagine that there is a string hanging down from your middle finger down towards the ground, and then there's a pendulum on the end. So as you swing towards the left and then the right, this pendulum starts to swing. And let's come back towards the left So this is not a big movement. We're shifting the weight a little bit to each side, but not too much now. So I'm not causing tension in the legs too much, a little bit, but not too much. So you feel yourself. If it's getting too tight, then you just stop. So just a small movement either side of the center. And now imagine that the pendulum is getting very large. So you can't move quickly. And the pendulum itself builds up a momentum. So it's coming, still moving, still moving, still moving, waiting on the right. And then it starts to come back. It's still moving back towards the left. And then it slows down, slows down, slows down. You're waiting, and then it comes back. So it's moving. And then back. So this ball is getting bigger and bigger. And so perhaps you can get a sense in your imagination, maybe in your feeling, of how it accelerates coming down, and then it starts to slow down, slow down, slow down as it gets to the end of the movement. Waiting, and then go back. Waiting, and then go back. Get to the end of the movement. Wait, wait for it to come back, and it comes back. So this time, as you follow the pendulum, it swings. The hands coming towards the right side, and then let the hands separate. Pung. So the rising energy, like the balloon that we learned in the last session, the hands come up, left hand up. And now the pendulum swings towards the left. Just let the hand, the arm move with the pendulum. And then it descends, the balloon collapses. And then swings towards the right. So you might feel like a bit like a robot at the beginning, it's all right. Let's use this right hand to just hold the left shoulder. So the balloon inflates, hand is floating up, pendulum swings, because what we want is for the arm, the left arm, to just move with the body. We're not moving the arm itself. There's no movement like this. We're just moving the waist from the feet, and the balloon collapses, let the hands come down. And to the right, floating up. So what I'm teaching with these simple exercises are the Tai Chi principles. So the pendulum swings to the right, takes the body round, and then pung, the balloon is inflating, bringing the arm up. Pendulum swings back and down. Floating up And bring the right hand down now. So this is not a big movement of the hips. I'm just changing my weight, rotating the hips to the right a little bit, hands floating up and around. Okay, so let's change hand. So the right hand comes up, floating up, turning to the right and down. Again, we can touch it for a moment with the left hand, just to get this sense of not moving the arm independent of the body. So the balloon collapses, hand goes down, rotating the hips to the left. And now we can start to feel the changes. So just wait a moment and then it floats up. At the top, wait a moment and then it comes around. Release the left hand. And now see if you can get a sense of the timing. So the pendulum swinging to the left, coming up, swinging to the right, down. The breath is just coming naturally. I was breathing in, then down. So I'm breathing in. And then as you repeat this more and more, it gets more natural. So the kind of the robotic feeling starts to disappear and you find something very organic and natural coming. You get this sense of the rhythm. Waiting, rising. So this is teaching us to connect from the feet. So I'm shifting the weight. I'm sinking on the right now. And then that's coming across, coming up the leg to the stomach area, the center, dantian in Chinese. And then coming up the body to the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and the fingers. So what we're learning here is about the connected body. So the body moves as one unit in Tai Chi. It doesn't move as a whole series of separate parts. The whole body has its own timing and relationship and moves as an organism. And we're also learning about this swinging pendulum. So this is the power system in the Tai Chi. To the left, to the right. So we'll learn more about that as the sessions progress. But this is a basic introduction. Okay, so let the left hand come up. Feel the timing, and now the right hand. So you feel yourself, when does the other hand want to come up? So the left hand's coming down now the right hand. So it's up to you to feel when the hands change over. So I'm coming up on the midline, across and down. So there's a bit more to learn with this movement, but the basis here with these two circles, left circle, right circle, we've got the first Tai Chi movement, which is called wave hands like clouds. So this is a beautiful form. So see if you can look forwards, so the spine stays more upright. And just feel the timing of the two circles. Yeah, so don't lose the pendulum. So coming to the right foot, and then the left foot. There's the waiting, may just be for a second, but it's important. Up and down. So it's the waiting or the listening. When is the chi ready? When is the feeling, the body ready? Which makes all the difference to the practice. It's alive, not all the same. Someone might feel, oh no, I need to be very slow. And then the breath finds its way. Someone else might be more quick. You might start to find more subtlety in this as well, because in the final form the hands are rotating as well, but we'll do that in the next session. So you might explore and find more subtleties in this, but for the moment it's enough to feel the pendulum, feel how the balloon brings up the hands, the timing. So wave hands like clouds, or cloud hands for short, is really good for the spine and is a foundation for all of the Tai Chi. So what you're seeing here is spirals, these circles and spirals of movement, and all of the Tai Chi is built on this. Okay, so coming to a stop. Maybe let's bring the hands up and down, feet together, and finish. Thank you very much.